Tell me about yourself.
Tell you about myself? Oh, that's a tough question. What would you like to know? Please do not say that when answering the first but difficult interview question. Tell me about yourself. And don't say this either. Sure, well, I am hardworking and professional, and I think I'll be a great fit for your company. So, those two answers would have ended in an interview fail. In this video, I am going to teach you exactly how to answer the tell me about yourself interview question in a way that will definitely impress the hiring manager. So, if you have an interview coming up soon for any role or company, stay tuned because I promise to help you beat the competition and pass at the first attempt. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are passing your interviews. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Okay, to help you pass your interview at the first attempt, I will cover the following 3 things in this video. Number 1, I will tell you the 4 things you should include in your answer to that interview question, tell me about yourself. Number 2, I will then give you 2 great answers in a live job interview, and all you have to do is choose the one answer option you think is the strongest. And then finally, number 3, I will give you the scripted answers to write down, plus more brilliant responses to common but difficult interview questions. Okay, to begin with, let me tell you the 4 things to include in your answer to the interview question, tell me about yourself. Please write these down. Number 1, the first thing to talk about is the 3 best skills and strengths you have that match the job description. And just to give you an advantage over the other candidates, the 3 best skills and strengths when answering the interview question, tell me about yourself, are collaborative skills, leadership in challenging situations, and problem-solving capabilities. Number 2, the second thing to talk about in your answer to that question, tell me about yourself, is a brief outline of any qualifications you have or certifications you have attained. Number 3, the third thing to talk about in your answer to the question, tell me about yourself, is any relevant experience you have that will add value to their team. And finally, the 4th thing to talk about in your answer is an achievement you have gained from your life so far. Now, that achievement can come from either your work life or your personal life. Okay, now that we know the 4 things to talk about in your answer to the question, tell me about yourself, let me give you 2 brilliant sample responses in a live job interview, and I will then give you the scripts to write down, plus more great answers to difficult interview questions. Please tell me which answer option, 1 or 2, you think is the strongest in the comments section below the video. Here we go.
Tell me about yourself.
Thank you for this opportunity. My strengths are a great match for the job description. I am a strong collaborator, take the lead during challenging situations, and always solve problems quickly and efficiently. I have qualifications in mathematics and computer science and have completed certification courses in Microsoft Office and customer service. I have experience working on time-sensitive projects, working under pressure, and managing multiple tasks to help my employer thrive. I have a track record of achievement which I will replicate in this position. Examples of notable achievements include winning Employee of the Month and receiving many great online customer reviews for my employer.
Can you start off and tell me about yourself?
Thank you for this opportunity to work for your company, which I am very excited about. I have excellent transferable skills and strengths, which means I can make an immediate impact on your team. I am industrious, supportive, hardworking and diligent, and I always seek ways to improve myself to give my employer a great return from my salary. In my last job, I was praised by my manager for my flexibility with my job description and how I helped train new team members whenever they joined the organisation. I have qualifications in English and mathematics and have completed training courses in diversity, workplace safety and sales techniques. If you hire me, I will be a positive role model for your company, suggest creative ways the business can increase sales, and always take ownership of my professional development to ensure you maintain your position as the market leader. Okay, now in this next section of the training video, I will give you those 2 brilliant scripted answers to write down, plus more brilliant responses to difficult but common interview questions. Here we go. Okay, to begin with, let me give you those 2 top scoring example answers I gave in that interview to the first question, tell me about yourself. Once I have given you the answers to write down, I am then going to give you some more brilliant top scoring answers to difficult but common interview questions, so make sure you stay tuned. Here is the first answer I gave. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for this opportunity. My strengths are a great match for the job description. I am a strong collaborator, take the lead during challenging situations, and always solve problems quickly and efficiently. I have qualifications in mathematics and computer science and have completed certification courses in Microsoft Office and customer service. I have experience working on time-sensitive projects, working under pressure, and managing multiple tasks to help my employer thrive. I have a track record of achievement which I will replicate in this position. Examples of notable achievements include winning Employee of the Month and receiving many great online customer reviews for my employer. So that's the first answer I gave. And if at any time during the remainder of this presentation you want to download all of my brilliant answers to difficult interview questions, you can click that link in the top right hand corner at any time. Here is the second answer I gave. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for this opportunity to work for your company, which I am very excited about. I have excellent transferable skills and strengths, which means I can make an immediate impact on your team. I am industrious, supportive, hardworking and diligent, and I always seek ways to improve myself to give my employer a great return from my salary. In my last job, I was praised by my manager for my flexibility with my job description and how I helped train new team members whenever they joined the organisation. I have qualifications in English and mathematics and have completed training courses in diversity, workplace safety and sales techniques. If you hire me, I will be a positive role model for your company, suggest creative ways the business can increase sales, and always take ownership of my professional development to ensure you maintain your position as the market leader. That second answer is the one that I would choose if I was attending a real live job interview. So you can pause the video and write down the answers as we work through them together. Or as I said, if you just want to skip everything and download them all, click the link at any time in the top right hand corner of the video. Now, the next question I want to help you answer is, why do you want this job? Now, this question usually comes up early during a job interview. Here's 2 tips to help you give the perfect answer. Tip number 1. Now, in your answer to this common interview question, I recommend you talk about being passionate about the industry and how your skills, knowledge and experience are a great fit for the role. And tip number 2, I also recommend you say you want the job because you have researched their company and their workplace values align with yours. So here is my top scoring answer to help you pass your interview. Why do you want this job? I want this job because I am passionate about this type of work, meaning I will get plenty of job satisfaction Now, we spend a lot of time at work, and I would like that time to be spent doing something I love, where I can see the positive results my work is having on my team. I also want this job because it is with your company. I researched you before submitting my resume. Your workplace values align with mine, and you operate an inclusive workplace culture where there is opportunity for everyone. That is a brilliant answer. Again, pause the video, write it down, and use it when preparing for your own job interview. Now, the next tough interview question that comes up all the time is, what are your greatest strengths? Here are 2 brilliant tips to help you give the perfect answer. Tip number 1. Now, the most effective way to answer this common but difficult question is to make sure you read the job description before your interview and then align your strengths with those featured in that document. Now, tip number 2, I also recommend you give between 3 to 5 strengths in your answer, but also be sure to include the strengths of problem solving, taking the lead during challenging situations, and also being someone who embraces change with a positive attitude. So here is another brilliant answer to help you pass your interview. What are your greatest strengths? My greatest strengths are a solid match for the job description. I am a proactive problem solver who will take the lead in challenging situations. For example, in my last job, the company website went down late on a Friday afternoon, which had the potential to impact sales over the weekend. I quickly assessed the problem, researched potential causes online, and then hired a contractor from the website Upwork.com to get the website up and running again before close of business. Other strengths include being positive about change to support my employer in new initiatives and being frugal with company supplies and resources to help save money. Now, I love that answer to that difficult question, what are your greatest strengths? Because I have given an example of where I took the lead in a challenging situation. Here is the next question that comes up all the time in job interviews, but it is one where lots of candidates fail because of their answer. And that question is, what are your biggest weaknesses? Here are 2 tips. Tip number 1. Do not make the mistake of saying you don't have any weaknesses, and also don't say your weakness is you are a perfectionist, because if you give either of those answers, you will probably fail. Now, tip number 2, the following list of weaknesses are, in my opinion, the best ones for all job interviews. Public speaking, being too self-critical, finding it hard or difficult to let go of projects, and also taking on too many responsibilities. So here is my top scoring scripted answer to help you pass your interview. What are your biggest weaknesses? My biggest weakness is I am not yet confident at public speaking. However, this is a skill I would like to develop, so if there are ever any opportunities in this position for me to give talks to my team, I would like to give it a try. Another weakness is I find it difficult to say no to people, which sometimes results in me taking on too many responsibilities. I don't believe either of these weaknesses will hinder my performance in this role. That is a great answer. And you can see how these responses are going to help you beat the competition and pass your job interview at the first attempt. Now, this next question, why should we hire you, needs to be answered in a specific way. Here are 2 tips. Tip number 1. So this question usually features toward the end of an interview, and it is your opportunity to sell yourself. Don't forget, the hiring manager will ask this same question to every candidate, so you need to give a response that stands out from the competition. So I recommend you give 3 to 4 reasons why they should hire you. The majority of candidates will give just 1 reason, but you can stand out by giving several great reasons. And tip number 2, in your answer, talk about being able to make a positive change to the company's commercial and financial goals to give them a positive return from your salary. So here is a brilliant answer that's going to help you pass your interview. Why should we hire you? You should hire me for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, I am a fast worker, supportive co-worker, friendly and positive, and will carry out tasks outside my job description when required. The second reason you should hire me is because I have a track record of achievement which I will replicate in this role for your company to make a positive impact on your commercial and financial goals. And finally, you should hire me because I will be a good role model for the company and take responsibility for my professional development to ensure I am always a useful asset to my team. So that's another brilliant answer. So the next thing you can do to accelerate your learning even further is click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download all of these slides with all of those answers, plus an additional brilliant top 100 answers to difficult interview questions. This resource is the ultimate preparation guide for all job interviews. You can have it in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now because it comes as a PDF guide, a downloadable PDF guide, and it's going to help you beat the competition. Make sure you check out that link. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's really important. Thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Don't forget to hit the like button. That really does motivate me to create more great content for you. And you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always a pleasure and an honor to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best, all the very best for passing your job interview. Have a wonderful day.